Hi, I'm Beast Boy. Hello, everybody. Well, enjoy the show. This is a response video to, I guess, what you could call idiocracy. I don't know. I'm just a fictional character, and I'm not even a teen yet. I'm a preteen. So, what do I know? Okay, David, back to you.
Speaking of idiocracy, Mike Judge is a genius.
Beastboy, can you hold the camera for me, please? Yes, honey. Thank you, baby. Alright. It's gonna come out crooked. I don't know enough. Anyways, making this video as a response video to a video that I made that I got a comment on. So thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. Couple things. The only reason I made that video is because when it comes to disciplining a child, unless one of the parents suffers from type of we do suffer from mental illness, but we're in treatment and we're in recovery. I'm in recovery.
They
She suffers in
say,
recovery, so I have to take
they
her to work for her. I have to
say,
trust her. So therefore, we do the best that we can to provide for her. And now, as far as her being spoiled, that is a complete misnomer, because she is not spoiled at all. If you know Mariah, okay, I'll just say for this year and last year, because these are the most recent that I remember. Last year, she went to school every single day except twice. Both days were excused because she had COVID. She only missed 2 days of school last year. Last year she was in the honor roll, straight A's. And this year she's the same. She has not missed 1 day of school so far, knock on wood. Anything can happen. She could get sick, or maybe, the ties can change and she gets tired of school. That happens. Things happen. Life is, you never know what life is going to bring you. That's why you always have to live for the moment. And nonetheless, she does everything that is required from her. She does her homework. And as far as her being disciplined, because she needs discipline, I have no problems. I have no trouble at all with her. With me, we get along just perfect. Her and our relationship, I would describe it like, I want to say best friends, because I am her father and I still have to instill values, discipline, things that children need to grow up in order to become adults that are able to make rational and logical decisions, which will in turn help them better their lives and make right decisions and choose correct paths. So with that being said, I would like to consider myself her best friend, but I'm not. I'm her father. And then when it comes to discipline, only one person in this house disciplines her, and that's me.
the other person that's supposed to do it won't do
for
it.
whatever reason. And I prefer that I do it, because in my opinion, there are two ways to discipline a child. You can discipline a child from exerting your emotions. In other words, if a child gets you angry and you let the emotions get the best of you, you allow those emotions to impact the way that you discipline. That is not correct. That is a red flag. The way, in my opinion, that you're supposed to discipline a child, first you're supposed to assess the situation, see what was wrong, see what was done wrong, and then you're supposed to think, okay, what can be done so that by the time she's disciplined, she learns her lesson, and it's something that is going to better her as an individual, or him. It doesn't have to be a boy or girl, it doesn't matter. That's how proper disciplining is done, in my opinion. never with emotions involved. Discipline does not involve emotions, because once you get emotions involved, you're more than likely to make, instead of disciplining the child for their betterment, you're disciplining the child to get the anger out of yourself, and the child is not going to learn anything. Okay, so, and another thing too is, someone likes to talk a lot. Okay, I've already said names, so I'm gonna have to erase this video. But
I did not say names, but I did
when
replace pronouns
a
with
man and a
they.
male
In the
have a
part that
child,
just passed, I meant to
that's
say a
called
male
the
and a female
nucleus
have
of
a
the
child.
family. Then you have, the grandparents from other sides. You have siblings from the parents. They might have cousins. Those are all outer factors. But when it comes to disciplining, that should be something that should be done within the nucleus of the family. It should be the father and the mother that are the ones that are instilling the discipline in their children. In no way, shape, matter, or form should the opinions of other people that whose are not their children be involved in the disciplining of a child whatsoever. Okay, all right. So that's why I made that video, because the person that runs their mouth, they run their mouth to the point where it's completely unnecessary. And do you know what kind of emotions that would invoke on the child? Negative ones, okay? But apparently the person that runs their mouth, I don't know where their head is at. Maybe they should get their GED, maybe, or go to university. Just like I had said with their previous daughter, who had a lot of potential, and I knew her probably better than she knew herself.
Still has potential, even though it'll be harder with a child.
But she displayed a lot of the same qualities that I did when I was younger. I was very smart, but I wasn't. I suffered from separation anxiety when I was young, and so did
The
Layla,
person I said their name.
Papa, and so we exert. I could pretty much, her whole life, I almost already knew everything that was gonna happen, and now she's arguing with me on a comment. Get the fuck out of here! You and your fucking can't make up your mind about shit. Talking about how, this is what fucking viral videos look like. It never became viral. I don't care about virality. I would like to get out of the rabbit hole, but if I don't, do you really think I give a fuck? Alright? And nobody cares about you. You're 1 in 8 billion people. I mean, love cares about you because love cares about all of its children. So I take that back. When it comes to love, you are loved unconditionally. So I take back what I said. But you guys don't even believe in love. If you believed in love, you would believe in forgiveness, which you don't even believe in that either. So I could be wrong. I hope maybe you believe in some forgiveness by now, but nonetheless, I will be taking both videos down because I mentioned names, and I made it a thing when not to say names because people are just,
They like to put their panties in a
people
bunch.
like to be anonymous on the internet so that they can portray to be somebody else. Usually it's because they're unhappy with their lives, and that's understandable. Life in where we are right now is probably is good in ways. We live better than kings used to live in centuries past, but there's still, forget about countries in other continents like Africa or Asia or whatever. Here in the United States, you know how many kids go hungry every day? Do you know how many people live below the poverty line? And this is just the United States. And the people in power, do you really think they give a fuck? They don't give a fuck. We elect them because, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. As soon as they become elected, guess what? There are these people called lobbyists, and they'll come up to them like, hey, look, here's 500 grand. Make sure that this law does not pass through it does not get passed back by the bill or whatever. Why? Because those lobbyists work for corporations so that the laws that are passed will benefit those corporations. That's why I've said corporations run America. This is form of capitalism. It's not capitalism. I mean, yes, there are people that work hard and are able to get a little piece of the pie, but what percentage is that? Maybe 20%? It's still the 0.01% that run this country. So we're practically no different than communism. And I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for saying that comment, but if you're a grad student, you might know what I'm talking about, all right? Have a good night, people. I couldn't sleep tonight. I have too much anxiety. Tomorrow is a big day. I have to work. I got a job doing gardening, and then I also have to go to the hospital for an appointment, and then I have my big meeting in the afternoon, which pray for me if you will, please. I would really appreciate it. Peace and love be with every one of you. If I offended any one of you guys, just don't take offense. Who am I? I'm just a human being. And all that doxing BS. You can't dox somebody who gives their full name on their handle. You just look it up on one of those websites and it's right there. So why are you talking to me about doxing? Those for people that want to be made anonymous. Anyways, good night. Be blessed. Peace and love. Ciao.